Today I will show you how to do the snowflake. First I will demonstrate. Okay, so I have seen this from both an outside and an inside leg hang, and there's just a couple different ways to show the shape. So I'll go through those, but this is a really fun one and it's accessible to a lot of high beginners and intermediate pole dancers. So it's just a really fun shape that you can play with, and you can explore different grips of your hand and arching through your back and explore your range of motion. So I'll show you a few more options. The first one I'll do from the outside leg hang. So you go into your outside leg hang. Make sure that grip of your knee pit is very secure, so squeeze through your knee pit grip as you pull yourself up, and then you want opposite hand to the knee that is up on the pole. Next, you can either keep this hip right where it's at, grab your foot, arch into it, or you can lift yourself up a little more to get the thigh of your bottom leg on the pole more, and then grab for the bottom leg. To come out, just pull yourself up and come around. So just remember, it's opposite hand to the top of the knee and opposite hand to the back leg. And the more you arch back into it and push the bottom foot into your hand, the prettier it will look. So I'll show you the other option of hooking your leg in a slightly different way to get into this shape. It kind of comes from a brass sit leg, and I've just seen this variation on some other pole dancers on social media, and they've called it snowflake, but I don't think it's the original. I think the original snowflake is from an outside leg hang, but I will still show it to you. So I'll get a little height, and then I'll come into a side sit, brass sit, so that I can get the pole along the outside of the leg. And then I will still do opposite hand to the knee, and then I will grab. To come out, come into a sit. So there's a couple options. It's not the same move by doing it from a brass sit leg, but you get the idea. It's just creating this nice twisted shape that you can play with and see what works best for you. I'll show you the original one again, and you can see what you like and see what might work for you. Where a lot of people get stuck is this pull up. They struggle with pulling themselves up. The best thing I can tell you is to think about re-squeezing your knee pit grip and pulling your chest to the pole. Once you've pulled your chest to the pole, you can situate your bottom leg thigh a little bit better on the pole for support, and then do opposite hand to that top knee. Grab behind you, arch, stretch. It's a little better if you have shoes. I highly recommend to do this move in shoes, because then you can grab the shoe or the heel if you can't quite. A lot of people don't have, at this level, they may not have the back flexibility or the hip flexibility to do this very well. So having a shoe can be very helpful in order to create that shape. And if you're still struggling a little bit, and you're struggling to pull yourself up and maintain your knee pit grip, focus on, it may just be a little bit of a strength thing that you might have to drill a little bit more. So a prerequisite to this is something that you can work on, is working on your outside leg hang, getting secure at that, feeling comfortable in that where you can let go with your hands, and then work on using your abdominals, rounding your back to sit yourself up. So you can even just work on that, and that's a great drill to work on. You can also work on it from the floor, and that might help you. So from the floor, you can still hook your leg, put the other leg straight, and then pull yourself up. While it might not seem like a lot, it can still be really helpful for our muscle and brain connection. When we're learning pole dancing, there's a lot going on and a lot of things that are different for our brain. So sometimes just taking it to the floor for a minute can be really helpful, and then you might be able to achieve the move. So I hope that helps in learning the snowflake.